So that was a little bit about our dancers we'll be seeing this evening. But before we actually see them dance, I'd like to introduce our judges. Right behind me, we have 4 great judges. On the left is Christine Zona. Ms. Zona has competed professionally in the International Standard and Latin divisions and in the American Ballroom division, and she has won several Rising Star titles. She is a certified adjudicator in American Ballroom and Rhythm, International Standard and Latin, and Theater Arts divisions, and is a member of many professional dance organizations. She is co-writing a book with Chris George about the American-style ballroom dances called God of Ballroom. Give it up for Mrs. Zona. Sitting next to her is Mr. David Cosby. He is an assistant teaching professor in the computer science department right here at Carnegie Mellon University. He's taught over 2,000 students, and statistically speaking, at least one of them has to be a great dancer. So give it up for Mr. Cosby. On his left is Michelle Couste. Michelle is a junior civil and environmental engineering major here at Carnegie Mellon. She's involved on campus as the president of Engineers Without Borders and as an RA in Stever House. She also does tech for Scotch and Soda and has performed in musicals and dance shows in high schools. Give it up for Couste. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Jeffrey Morgan. Mr. Morgan is a PhD candidate in the School of Computer Science. He has competed across the US and internationally in more than 20 styles of dance and has performed at the Dancing with the Stars tour appearance for more than 10,000 people. Give it up for Mr. Morgan. But of course, they are not the only judges here today. In fact, the real judges are you. At the end, we'll tell you how you can vote to crown the winner of the first annual Dancing with the Stars CMU edition. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome couple number 1, Eric Lee, representing Sigma Phi Epsilon, and Tiffany C, who will be dancing a cha-cha.
So I thought that was really excellent characterization, but I had some concerns. It was a little hesitant. I feel like we need to sell me on this emotion more. You had a really strong middle, but the finish was not what I was looking for.
Yeah, no, I really love the story, and I could tell that you were really excited about it, but I wanted you to commit fully to it. But it was really cute.
I'm going to go pretty long. Definitely, the story was great. Presentation was solid. I love the roses in the beginning. Asking about that was really nice. The togetherness was solid. I hate to give a record here, but the energy at times wasn't entirely there. And I don't think you're low energy. I think you weren't entirely sold on the moment. And then there was a brief hesitation at one point. I bet 2 weeks from now, this will be the best.
We're going to say that every time.
I really loved the beginning. I thought that was really fun, what you did. I liked the choreography. It did look a little bit like you were a little bit nervous, but you were the first one, too. It's hard being the first one. And just a little more confidence would have made it look a little bit stronger. And the timing was just a little bit off a few times. But great performance. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Eric and Tiffany. So strike their props. Now I'd like to welcome couple number 2, Anastassia Kornilova and Steven Kruzik, performing a tango, as you saw in the video. This is what happens when a man sees another woman on the dance floor. Enjoy. Wonderful job, guys. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Okay, so I thought I saw 2 different dances. At the beginning, I was a little bit concerned because in Tango, there's supposed to be jungle cats, and I thought I was watching house cats. But after the break, apparently when you're angry at each other, you dance better. Good job. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I really liked the dramatic, sharp movements on the beat. You guys really hit those sharp movements really, really well. And what else did I write? Oh, so you guys had, I don't know if it's like theater term, really good lines, like when you like stretched your leg out, or when you like did the drag, or even at the end, you had really good like straight lines where your legs and stuff. It was really impressive.
So, reinforcing themes, I think that you call it artful comedy. It definitely came off in an artful and expressive way. Music change was important because it really didn't pick up until after that. As for the tango, you move really nicely together, but maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I think tango should have a little more dash of sultry in it. Maybe the energy a couple times waned a little bit here and there, but I also have to just give a special nod for strong travel support. Hey, that's part of it, so that was really nice too.
Well, one thing I would really like to see more would be the dance position, as the woman just the head back a little bit farther so that it looks a little bit stronger. But I like the two different styles of tango. I like the beginning, it was more kind of soft and Argentinian kind of, and then it got harder and faster. I thought that was a good combination. So I really enjoyed it.
I should mention Anastassia is representing AKIO tonight. Now I'd like to introduce couple number 3, Michael Toro, representing Cap Sig, and Sarah Shen, who will be dancing on Rumba. Enjoy. Another amazing performance. Let's see what our judges have to say.
Okay, so did see some technical things I think could have been maybe a bit better. The feet were being picked up a lot. The hands, I wasn't sure the connection at times. Also, I thought this was going to be a hustle for a moment. I was really excited, but it turned out not to be, which is fine. So, good job, especially the dip. Strong, solid dip. Very good.
What I really liked about what you guys did was there's always like the longer beat at the end, but there could be an awkward pause, but you like made your movements longer and like hit strong poses at the end. So I really liked that. There were like long, strong movements, but there was also the like hip switching and arms moving in like a good drawn out way.
So you sort of reminded me a little bit when I was dancing with my wife. She's wonderful. My job is to let everyone know that. I stay out of her way and let her be really wonderful. And then this is me dissing, who it's just, I think you did a really good job of that, highlighting highlighting the moves and the talent for you. Having said that, you could have done a little more. And I think that this was just a little one-sided. What I really like is you brought in confidence. Actually, as an aside, watching that video is really interesting because in the video, you notice everyone's really shy. And then you get out here and you just explode out here. It's really nice to see you doing that. I think that's great. The timing at the end actually was just a little off. That's a small point. I thought was very exciting.
And I thought very similar. I thought you partnered Sarah very well. And I liked you had some very good body movements. It was very natural looking. There were times that your arms looked good and other times that it kind of didn't go with your body. But overall, I thought you really partnered her well. There was a lot of good feeling in it.
Thank you so much, judges, and fantastic job, couple number 3. Taking the floor now is couple number 4, Hannah Wirt, representing Delta Gamma, and Marcus Thomas, performing a swing that celebrates victory over adversity. Fantastic job, Hannah and Marcus. Let's see what our judges have to say.
Well, being the mean judge is getting pretty tough. I did see a few stumbles towards the beginning, but that was very impressive body work. I was really impressed with the synced work up here, which was really nice for us. But it was amazing. That kind of thing takes a lot of practice. It's clear that you both work on this really hard, and I appreciate it.
Ooh, that was fantastic. You guys clearly have like really good chemistry, and I couldn't write while you were going because I wanted to keep watching. So I don't remember what I was going to say, but no, like you were saying, when you had, there were some movements where you were really insane, really impressively, like when you did the body roll, that was like perfect, that was just at the right time. I really also love the chemistry. There were points where you were like encouraging each other, and that was really cool. I could see like one of you gave a little smile and a little smile back. Like I personally really liked it. The movements were really fluid and insane, and I was really impressed.
It was okay. No, I'm not the harsh judge. That would be Jeff. I thought it was wonderful, spectacular, very, very strong, very graceful, very elegant. Not having a musical vocabulary, pardon me. Whatever you did there that seemed like suddenly like a little bit of an Irish line dance got thrown in there. I thought was especially nice, and it's staying together when you're so far apart, and the moves that were extremely different from everything else that we've done to the point. I thought very good. Nice job.
I guess I'm going to be the hard judge this time. You're a beautiful dancer, and I can see that you have a lot of training. I see a lot of nice, wonderful arm movements, but I really didn't see much swing in it. Like the beginning, maybe some West Coast type movements, and I guess I would like to have seen more actual swing dancing. But it was beautiful. You are a beautiful dancer.
Great criticism from our judges. That was couple number 4. Next up on the floor is couple number 5, Katie Sharkey, representing Strong Women, Strong Girls, and Yimeng Zhu, dancing a Viennese waltz that explores what happens when a prince arrives late to the princess's dance. Truly a dance fit for royalty. Let's see what the judges thought.
So I really enjoyed the story and the characterization. I did find some of the footwork wasn't as clean as we would like, but as we said, the Viennese waltz is a very difficult dance, so bravo even for attempting it. And also a little bit of balance issues.
You guys are adorable. Like, that song, the movements were perfect for the song, and the dress, everything. You guys are just really, really adorable in that whole thing. I do think that there were some of the movements that were a little bit awkward and could have been more fluid, and made it seem more natural. It looked a little bit like stage, which again, is later. But it looked a little bit plastic, but I thought it was really, really cute, and you guys are clearly having a lot of fun.
I'm gonna once again sort of kind of agree with you. So, I'm 5 years old in the water. So to me, following dancing has to harken back to the dancing of your, Red and Ginger or centuries, and there are elements of this. When you turn on a good 1930s movie, you can see this, which to me is extremely appealing. However, I wondered if there's a little Julie Andrews slipping in there, and slip just to the other side, got a little kitschy presentation. Me, but then no. For what you were trying to do, I think you effectively nailed it. As for all the footwork and stuff, I didn't notice that. I'm sure you're wrong.
You put the nail on the head. I love Julie Andrews, and that's why I love this.
There were a few problems with footwork, but really it didn't even matter because it was just something really nice about the way you moved together and what you did. It just made me want to watch it, and I enjoyed watching it.
as couple number 5 waltzes into the sunset, we'd like to welcome couple number 6, Hannah Polak, representing Dance Marathon, and her partner Victor Wang, dancing the Samba. Bravo, couple number 6. That definitely was a sexy samba, but let's see if the judges got their hips slide.
Yes, I was a little bit concerned about the shoulders. But seriously, samba is about, at least a little bit about the jungle drums. And they were there, but not entirely under control. Also, there were some syncing issues between the two of you when you were doing partner work, paired partner work, and maybe an over-reliance on the shoulder shake, for me at least. I don't know, but that's my opinion.
So I loved the sass you brought to this. I loved how excited you were and how I at first really loved all the like sassy history and shoulder shake movements, but it got to be a little bit too much, and it became less about the dance and more about that. And I really did like a lot of the movements, but some of them you didn't fully hit the mark. They were really quick movements, and that was really cool how there were a lot of really quick movements together, and a lot of them you did hit, but a couple of them you were a little bit off, or you were a little bit ahead early on, you were a little bit ahead of the song. But for the most part, it was really fun.
Yes. Definitely the energy was there beginning and definitely you were a little loose with the moves, a little not, I mean, we weren't, footwork and whatnot, but you were moving very nicely with the music, and I actually liked the musical choice, by the way, and I think your dancing was consistent with that choice. When you do the hair back, I was wondering if we had Samba meets flash dance, but that's probably a reference to old people. But go look it up and you'll see the video. So in the end, I think that if you work a little less on the body movement and a little more on the togetherness and keeping within the samba, I think that probably works well. But gosh,
I thought the energy was great too, and I did like the upper body movement. You were very good. You had a lot of good upper body rhythm going on. I just don't think it went down into your feet and legs enough. It wasn't solid through that. And I know samba can be a little bit more difficult dance to learn in just a couple weeks. So I think you did a great job in that little bit of time to do that.
More wonderful criticism from our judges. Great job, couple number 6. Taking the floor now is couple number 7. Nathaniel Joseph, representing CMU baseball, and his partner, Amy Zhang. Well, the audience seems to think that was a spicy salsa, but let's see what the judges think.
I'll get on the side. Salsa's near and dear to my heart, and maybe I'm going to be more critical than normal because of that. I did see some timing issues, not totally synced up with the song itself, and I wanted to see more salsa flavor, more hip motion, more knee action, more body core roll. That's, still really good job for 2 weeks, awesome, and I think you guys. You clearly trust each other, for one thing. And that was great, especially Amy, you trust him. But it was a good job.
So, at the beginning, and maybe it's just because you were raising us, but you were counting, and it was really funny to see.
Never comes.
You were with your mouth counting the beats, and I was like, oh. But, because the best part is that you kept, once the song started, you kept saying it, and I was like, cool, and then I was like, wait, it actually looked like you were singing it to her, and it was really cute because you guys had a really good connection, and that was one of my favorite parts, was that you guys were clearly, really connected and really working together, the way that your, movements were. The trick was really impressive, obviously, and you were having fun with the music, not just the singing, but just in general, the way you hit beats and the way the movements you chose for the song, you clearly were really enjoying it, and you had fun with, the words and the beats of it.
You were counting the beat, but I appreciate that for those of us who have trouble tracking the beat, so it was helpful for me. I think the actual best thing you had of many good compliments here was you really felt like a couple. Not two dancers, but a couple. Honestly, felt so comfortable with each other. If it's a show, you put on a good show. As for the salsa thing, we've got to go with that metaphor that you set up for us. I like the salsa metaphor because you weren't this burning hot salsa that scours your mouth. You had that slow burn going on. You had energy here, but it wasn't ever in your face. It's a little more mature than some people might have. Oh, judges going up here too. So I think the arm swing thing just didn't work out. We knew that out. But we made up for it again because of the backflip, of course. The only thing about the backflip that's a little funny is it stood out like bolted on the side. Right? It was totally cool. I wish we integrated it with the Tango. If you're not going to integrate something, and which you did. Nice job.
I really like the whole casualness of it, kind of. The togetherness, as they were saying. It was just very together, very easy. It didn't look forced at all. That was my favorite part of it. Yes, there could have been a little bit more body movement, but I thought all in all, just your togetherness made it very enjoyable to watch.
A rift between our judges over, we'll call them slow burn salsa, couple number 7. Before our 10-minute intermission, I'd like to introduce couple number 8, Tyler Sims, representing Delta Upsilon, and Danica Chan, dancing the tango. It does take two to tango, but let's see if our judges think these two can go on to win the competition. We're in Punland, people.
So, first of all, I'm going to say my one hit early, so then I can praise you for a few moments. The shoulder positions were sometimes a little too far back. It wasn't clear if you were totally comfortable sometimes. But wonderful choreography, timed beautifully with your music. You really became your character, which I appreciated very much. It took a lot of guts to do what you did, and it was fantastic. So thank you.
I want to agree with him. You had very dramatic movements that very much fit the dramatic song, and you had the eye contact and the tango faces on, so you very definitely committed to your characters. I also really liked that even the music changed, and that low music parts, there wasn't any awkwardness. It was looking to the next thing and focusing on you two and your eye contact and what was going to happen next. There were moments where you were clearly anticipating that move and didn't hit the sharp full arm fully, or didn't totally commit to the move. But I was really impressed by the drama of it.
Definitely. And before saying anything negative, I have to say this in general. It's really hard for me to say anything negative about all of these, because without getting too fishy or anything, they're all so wonderful, but you didn't bring us here for that. So, no, the synchrony is what I especially like. You two were moving together and together with the music, and you weren't letting the music get ahead of you. That I thought was great. If I was going to say one thing though, yeah, pull her closer. Tango is not a dance between friends.
What I really liked about it was that it didn't look very much like it was an action and a response to the action. It didn't look like it was a complete choreographed memorization of the routine. It looked very much a partnership. One thing I would say that is the posture needs to be a little bit more straight up, because sometimes it's coming forward. But overall, that was one of the best ones where you really responded to each other.
It's Tyler!
Let's have one more round of applause to all of our dancers in this first half. We'll now be taking a brief intermission. We'll continue with our second half at 9:10. See you then. Cool.